Okay, so I went to the library again to get the express book bag, and I also after that went to the Barnes and Nobles because I'm kind of stressed out today about I gotta spend time applying to jobs manually, as in not just click to connect your LinkedIn, and it's very tiresome and draining. So I've got 4 different books from the library. All I told them was I wanted some science fiction, and then they picked out the books. So let's see what the first one is. Okay. Blake Crouch Recursion. I read Dark Matter, I think I read. But I did like the books of his that I've read. Let me check what books he's written. Does it have a thing? Come on. No. It just says that he's the best-selling author of Dark Matter, and it's not over. And I'm fairly certain that might have been the one I read. Okay. Memory makes reality. That's what New York City cop Barry Sutton is learning as he investigates the devastating phenomenon the media has dubbed the false memory syndrome, a mysterious affliction that drives its victims mad with memories of a life they never lived. That's what neuroscientist Helena Smith believes. It's why she's dedicated her life to creating a technology that will let us preserve our most precious memories. If she succeeds, anyone will be able to re-experience a first kiss, the birth of a child, the final moments with a dying parent. As Barry searches for the truth, he comes face to face with an opponent more terrifying than any disease, a force that attacks not just our minds, but the very fabric of the past. And as its effects begin to unmake the world as we know it, only he and Helena, working together, can stand a chance at defeating it. But how can they make a stand when reality itself is shifting and crumbling all around them? At once a relentless page-turner in an intricate science fiction puzzle box about time, identity, and memory, Recursion is a thriller as only Blake Crouch could imagine it, and his most ambitious, mind-boggling, irresistible work to date. Okay, so yeah, I'm just really winded. I don't know. So yeah, that guy I've read before, and I liked him. So it should be a good read. Okay. I think I think I read this person, the B.A. Paris, best-selling author Behind Closed Doors. This is called The Dilemma. Knowing the truth will destroy her, keeping it secret will destroy him. So here it is. I think I've read the Behind Closed Doors, but I could be wrong. Let's see, what other books did they? Okay, yeah, the other ones I haven't read, but I think I read Behind Closed Doors. Could be wrong. So, it's Livia's 40th birthday. Her husband Adam is throwing her the party of a lifetime to make up for the wedding celebration they never had. Everyone Livia loves will be there, except for her daughter, Myrnie, who is studying abroad. But Livia is secretly glad that Marnie won't be there. Livia has recently uncovered a secret about their daughter that, if revealed, will shake the foundation of their family to its core. She needs to tell Adam what she knows, but Livia plans to wait until the party is over so they can have this last happy time together. Adam, meanwhile, has his own surprise for Livia. He's arranged for Marnie to fly back for the party. But before Marnie arrives, Adam hears some terrible news. Now he too is faced with a dilemma. Does he share what he's learned with his wife? Is hiding the truth the same as telling a lie? And how far are Adam and Livia willing to go to protect the ones they love and give each other a last few hours of happiness? So I don't know if that really qualifies as science fiction, but I read her before and I liked it, so that should be good. Okay. Whew. Okay, so I read, this guy's pretty famous. He did Ready Player One, Ernest Cline, and this one is Armada, which is, I think it might be, I'm not sure if it's a sequel or a separate. No, I think this is a separate, not a sequel. So Zach Lightman has spent his life dreaming that the real world could be a little more like the countless science fiction books, movies, and video games he spent his life consuming. Dreaming that one day some fantastic world-altering event will shatter the monotony of his humdrum existence and whisk him off on some grand spacefaring adventure. But hey, there's nothing wrong with little escapism, right? After all, Zach tells himself, he knows the difference between fantasy and reality. He knows that here in the real world, aimless teenage gamers with anger issues don't get chosen to save the universe. And then he sees a flying saucer. Even stranger, the alien ship he's staring at is straight out of the video game he plays every night, a hugely popular online flight simulator called Armada, in which gamers just happen to be protecting Earth from alien invaders. No, Zach hasn't lost his mind. As impossible as it seems, what he's seeing is all too real. And his skills, as well as those of millions of gamers across the world, are going to be needed to save Earth from what's about to befall it. Whew. It's Zach's chance at last to play the hero. But even through the terror and exhilaration, he can't help thinking back to all those science fiction stories he grew up with, and wondering, doesn't something about the scenario seem a little familiar? At once gleefully embracing and brilliantly subverting science fiction conventions, as only Ernest Cline could, Armada is a rollicking, surprising thriller, a classic coming-of-age adventure, and an alien invasion tale like nothing you've ever read before, one whose every page is infused with the pop culture savvy that helped make Ready Player One a phenomenon. So many words. I don't talk a lot. I tend to type a lot, but not talk, so this is really getting me talking. Good practice on speaking and stuff. So I got one more book left. So this one definitely is science fiction. So yeah. We Were Never Here, Andrea Bars. I've never read her. I think that's, yeah, that's the lady's name. Reese's Book Club, so that's a good sign, right? Okay. A backtrapping trip has deadly consequences in this chilling new novel from Andrea Bartz, the best-selling author of The Lost Night in the Herd. So based on if I like this book or not, I guess I'll read those two books afterwards, or eventually. Emily is having the time of her life. She is in the mountains of Chile with her best friend Kristen on their annual reunion trip, and the women are feeling closer than ever. But on the last night of the trip, Emily enters their hotel suite to find blood and broken glass on the floor. Christine says that the cute backpacker she brought to their room attacked her, and she had no choice but to kill him in self-defense. Even more shocking, the scene is horrifyingly similar to last year's trip, when another backpacker wound up dead. Emily can't believe it's happened again. Can lightning really strike twice? Back home in Wisconsin, Emily struggles to bury her trauma, diving headfirst into a new relationship and throwing herself into work. But when Kristen shows up for a surprise visit, Emily is forced to confront their violent past. The more Kristen tries to keep Emily close, the more Emily questions her motives. As Emily feels the walls closing in on their cover-ups, she must reckon with the truth about her closest friend. Can Emily outrun the secret she shares with Kristen, or will they destroy her relationship, her freedom, even her life? Okay, so I'm really not sure. I guess maybe there's a sci-fi twist on it, but otherwise it does sound good. So let's see. I got 4 books. Trying to figure out the best order to go with them. So, So I think what I'll do is I'll go with the two that I'm familiar with. So these two guys. I'll do this guy first, then this guy. Okay. Then the dilemma. And then the last one will be this guy. Okay, so that's the order I'm gonna go with. Oh, the finale. So yeah, I went to Barnes & Nobles and I bought a book that I had already read. It's definitely one that I would recommend. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Tiny changes, remarkable results. An easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. Yeah, highly recommend. I'll read the little thingy. Oh. Little piece of paper. No matter your goals, Atomic Habits offers a proven framework for getting 1% better every day. James Clear, one of the world's leading experts on habit formation, reveals practical strategies that will teach you exactly how to master the tiny behaviors that lead to remarkable results. If you're having trouble changing your habits, the problem isn't you. The problem is your system. Bad habits repeat themselves not because you don't want to change, but because you have the wrong system for change. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. In Atomic Habits, you'll get a plan that can take you to new heights. Clear is known for his ability to distill complex topics into simple behaviors that can be readily applied to daily life and work. Here, he draws on ideas from biology, psychology, and neuroscience to create an easy-to-understand guide for making good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. Along the way, readers will be inspired and entertained with true stories from Olympic gold medalists, award-winning artists, business leaders, life-saving physicians, and star comedians who have used the science of small habits to vault to the top of their field. Atomic Habits will reshape the way you think about progress and give you the tools and techniques you need to transform your habits, whether you're an athlete looking to win a championship, a leader hoping to optimize an organization, or an individual who wishes to quit smoking, lose weight, reduce stress, and achieve success that lasts. I'm winded. Okay. Yeah, I listened to this book on Audible and at least one time the whole way through, and then a few different times I tried to start it again. And this is just definitely one of those books where you want to reread it every so often and kind of refresh your brain. I might do a video after I read it again, summarizing the main points using my whiteboard. We'll see if that happens or not. Yep, that's all of it. Thank you. Bye.